Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode of Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay. I'm the introverted comedian, and as the title of the episode says, I intend to start and hopefully complete during this episode the DLC content in the Band of Bastards. So enough about that, let's press continue and carry on with the gaming. Yeah, so as I said, I do plan to go for the Band of Bastards. I didn't start the quest yet. If you want to start it, and I do, you will need to go to Sir Radzik, who is currently in the Perksting Castle in Ratay. But before that, I think I do have an option for judgment in Pribyslavitz, or maybe not. No, so I can actually go straight over there. Yeah, so this is a DLC content, as I said. You might have it. In my case, I have the Royal Edition of the game. It was on sale when I bought it years ago. So it was included in it. And it's actually a nice way to get yourself nice armor, as many claim one of the best in the game. But that will be once you do finish the quest. Now, it's not an actual quest, it's not just one of them. It's basically a series of quests, and there is a small one, a side quest that is related to the content, to the DLC content, but it's not something you need to do straight away, it's something that progresses in time. But you will see very soon exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so my advice is make sure that you do have plenty of savior schnapps in case you need to save the game, and you will need to, as well as some potions for fighting. If you've watched any of my previous episodes, I am using Aqua Vitalis and Lazarus potions before going into any battle, in order to make sure that at least for 5 minutes I can stay pretty much safe. Yeah, so first I want to check if I do have enough of these. From what I can see, I do have some savior schnapps and should be okay. If not, I could make some more a little bit later. And I will get myself a few of these. No, sometimes I forget to take them. If I set them in my inventory, it will be easier. So before starting that, as you can see, both my main level, the strength, agility, vitality, as well as combat and skills are pretty much high. So the same goes when it comes to my armor. I have the Warhorse DLC content armor, which is not necessarily the best, but it's very cheap to fix. So also I have this one, the Duelist, which with some buffs from, with some perks actually from the maintenance skill, add plenty of damage, and it's well balanced, or at least I prefer to use it. So you're not going in just like that, you are going in for a fight. Yeah, so as I said, I will need to talk to Sir Radzik, who I think is at the top floor.
God be with you.
Yeah, and once you talk to him, in case you have any other quests, they will be shown separately. This one has the DLC mark on it, so you can ask him about the danger on the roads.
Of course, Henry. Well,
Oh no, I don't mean anything by it.
Now this quest can be started immediately after the baptism of fire, after taking back Pribyslavitz.
Excuse me for being...
You have a point, lad, but you see, Kuno owes me a favor.
So...
Yes, but go and report to
But in my case I waited a little bit, because I had something else planned.
Alright.
Heck.
Take care.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's showing up now. You started the Band of Bastards. It will show up in your inventory over here. And you need to go to Serkuno's camp. Now Serkuno's camp is quite close to Ratai. It's between the mill and Ledechko. And I should be getting there quite fast, since I do have a pretty good horse. Now before I go, I need some nourishment. Otherwise it will go down too fast. And so as I said, you should make sure that you have good skills, as well as some potions, armor, and a good sword, or whatever weapon you intend on using while playing the game, because there will be plenty of fighting, and some of the opponents will be way too tough to handle with just beginner's equipment and without getting properly prepared for it. So as I said, it is somewhere between Ledechko and the mill in Ratay. This encampment, and there we go. As you can see, it's right over here next to this big tree. Usually before starting and after you finish this quest, you won't see the camp in here. It's going to be an empty plot. It's only here while you're doing the quest.
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno.
Yeah, so once you reach here, apparently
I heard he was supposed to send
you
Sir Radzik sent me.
get after you meet someone that doesn't speak.
These here. Never mind the fancy
A man called Stone, or the Stone, and this man is Sirkuno. Now, in order to prove yourself to them that you are worthy of joining the Band of Bastards, you need to beat one of them in combat. So you should be ready for that. Now, if you've seen one of my previous videos, you can actually use the same rules that I used in the Ratay tourney. Basically, you go into your opponent and you go into a clinch. Usually after that clinch you have a few seconds when you can strike him easily. Or if you're very good at the perfect parry, you can go with that.
Come here, lily liver.
Basically the main thing you need to do is make sure that you don't lose it. Although I think that if you put up a decent fight, they will still take you in the band. As you can see, this guy is quite a good fighter. I didn't even have that much of an issue while winning the Rattay tourney. But after some time you can defeat him, of course.
Alright. Don't thank me yet.
Yeah, so before you actually go on any patrol, you should
Anyway.
get to know everyone.
My sister, a few weeks, it was a great relief. A week later, but sure. Alright. What about I'd like. What? Not. What can you?
Yeah, basically if you want you can listen to the entire story, if not you can actually skip it. They do have some interesting stories on how they actually got here. But in order to get more gameplay time, I will skip the conversations.
Well, no.
But I do encourage you to actually go for all these because it will give you some speech experience. Yeah, so as you can see, now you can ride out on a first mission with them. Before that, you should actually get to know the people. Now, unfortunately, the stone is mute. Apparently, someone cut off his tongue or something like that, so he won't be able to talk to you. Now you can talk to the other people.
What ring? Ah, no one told you about it.
Yeah, so as you can see, he will mention a ring called the Ring of Bacchus. Basically, anyone in the band who holds that ring gets to drink for free when they go to some tavern or something. And you will be asked as a side quest, as basically another side quest, to get that ring from the one who has it at the moment and give it to someone else. Yeah, so it will appear as an activity basically, and you will need to talk to the stone. Apparently, once you talk to Jakey about the ring, you can actually talk to stone, although it will be a little bit harder for him to talk to you. So first I want to talk to these guys a little bit, and then I will leave the stone for the last one.
Can you tell me what?
Yeah, so as I said, if you do have the time, you should actually take those few minutes and listen to their stories, because they do have some interesting stories.
Can you tell? How did... You... So you...
Yeah, so speaking of the ring that I mentioned earlier, the ring of Bacchus, you will have to find a way to get that ring from stone, from the stone.
What?
I think I already talked to Jakey. After all, he did tell me to steal the ring, or to get the ring. Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, I think stone is the last one. I've already talked to the rest of them. Yeah, so
sent me to you.
unfortunately there's not
Something about
much
a
you can
ring?
talk to him. As I said, he is a mute, and you can ask him about the ring of Bacchus.
Jakey? You mean Kuno? Jan Berman? Peter Berman?
Yeah, so I think it's exactly the last one.
Does Dangler have it? All right.
Yeah, so after talking to the stone, he will tell you that Dangler has the ring. Now let's see where Dangler is. So he is over here. If no one is watching you, you can try to steal it. If not, you can talk your way into it.
So you come and up?
Well, you don't just have to...
No, I don't play dice.
Yeah, so
Why not?
that's a nice way to do it. You can actually duel for it.
You put up some...
Sure.
Well, now it's something worth fighting for.
After all, I did win a duel earlier, so I should be able to win this one, and I would prefer doing that instead of stealing it from him. Yeah, so as you can see, he is quite dangerous once he gets the hold on you. It's not as it was earlier. I think he just wants to get my money. Now the annoying thing is I started bleeding, and that deals damage over time. Not to mention that he is also peeking my behind easily. So even with a good weapon and a good armor, I'm still not in such a good place. But then again, I didn't take the potions, which could have helped me a lot. Yeah, now the annoying thing about getting hurt, about getting your HP down, is that your stamina goes down as well. And once that happens, it is quite difficult to actually win a duel.
Pay up. The pleasure would...
What about that rip?
Yeah, I was thinking again.
Yeah, so I don't want to fight for the moment. Apparently I do need to fix myself, because this was an actual fight. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. And I will need to rest until morning to actually recover my HP. Or at least for a couple of hours. Now you do get a bed, as far as I remember you get, well, a place to sleep. Not necessarily a bed over here. So, since I don't want to fight him again, I will just go with this and I will steal the ring from him. Now I need to repair my armor as well, hopefully it's not too damaged. Otherwise I will need to run back to Ratay and fix it. Yeah, so I've always hated the system when it's doing this, that last hour going so slow that it makes the entire time seem like forever. So as I said, I do need to fix my armor, and it's a good thing that is quite okay-ish. My sword as well. And apparently I will have to go at some point and fix it at the tailor. Yeah, so I will save the game, because I will try to steal that ring, and if I get caught, there's a chance that all of them will attack me. So let's see. Yeah, so apparently it wasn't such a good idea.
Stop that. Hey, fuck! A thief!
And as I said, they will all fight you, so it's a good thing that I saved the game just before doing so. I think you can actually try to knock him out, but I'm not sure how much of a good idea that will be. It's better if you just try to steal it again until you actually succeed. Now let's see, I do have... Yeah, so my pickpocketing skill is not properly leveled up, making it harder to actually steal things. Yeah, so once again he did manage to catch me. I should have leveled up that pickpocketing skill, because once you unlock a few perks, you can actually see at least a few of the items that your victim has in its inventory, and this way you can quickly go for what you need to steal instead of having to guess. Yeah, so I'll try to get away for a few seconds.
No. Clear off.
Yeah, fortunately for me, he doesn't really have that many items left, but it is still tricky to get it. And there we go, that's the ring. And now I will need to give it to Jakey in the morning. So I will just pass time until after 7 o'clock. Yeah, so one of the reasons why I started getting the ring is because eventually you will have to get it from each of them until it finally reaches to Kuno, to Sir Kuno, their leader. But they won't ask you immediately to go take it. So basically I took the ring now, then I can go I can give it to the stone.
I got the ring from Dangler. Yeah, well, yeah, thanks to you.
Yeah, one of the good parts of doing this is getting some rewards from them. Just drop that. And in this case I got one very valuable book on speech. So as you can see, not only it's valuable in price, in groschen, it's also valuable because it's the highest one that can teach you, that can give you speech experience. Yeah, so now I can actually go to Kuno since it's morning and ask him about going on patrol.
Oh, you'd like to ride out, would you? Wouldn't you rather leave us sitting here on our asses, waiting for... Sorry, I had a job to take care of. A job? I believe Radzig assigned you to us. So... I apologize. All right, just don't fucking keep us waiting. I'd like to head to the north. Is there anything...
Yeah, so apparently I couldn't go on that quest anyway because it was late, but he still blames me. Yeah, so now once you ask him to go away, you will start a new side quest related to the Band of Bastards. As you could see, it was called Bad Blood. So while you ride out for this first mission, you will end up close to the Merhoed windmill, close to Talmberg, and you'll have to go to this farm who was burned down. Which was burned down.
What a fine day, eh, brother?
Indeed, brother.
You know what I like best about days like this, Yams?
Scented chamomile.
Yeah, so you will need to wait until you actually get there. Or maybe I can just go by myself and they will catch up. Well, sometimes it's a little bit annoying since they are not actually going at full speed, and you cannot skip that part. Yeah, so I'll just try my luck to see if they actually come and catch up. If not, I will need to go back after them. Now, before taking on this quest, this farm over here was safe, was not burning. So apparently I do need to wait for them, which is a little bit annoying. As you can see, I can quickly get there, or they could also quickly get there if they actually wanted to. Yeah, so there is a chance that at some point when they see the smoke, they will actually go a little bit faster.
That shithole. What's to do there? There's a fella there who runs a trunk place. Ha! He must have loved you. So you played the gullible blocker as usual. Aye, no fun in it otherwise. What? I don't get it. Fletch here likes to show up in some village full of blockers, carrying his shitty spare dogwood bow like he just found it on some rubbish heap. Of course, the dung grubbers take him for an easy mark. Bet a pile of coin against him. In an archery contest, of course. Mostly archery. Although there's more than one way to skin a cat. So how much did you take them for this time, Fletch? Well, let's just say the bruises on me to there's something going on over there. See, Jakey? That's why we put up with the fuck.
Let's go! Behind me, and keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, so as I said, when they finally see that smoke, they will start going. Although they aren't going at a very high speed. But to be fair, it is my fault for having a fast horse, so...
This time, fellas.
Groschen, hidden in a piss pot under the bed. Nice chunk of feet. Someone dead. Yeah. On account of it, just fall out through the holes in their bellies, hey, brother? My mouth is already watering, brother. Yeah. And I need to touch the purse. Once you get your hands on some loot, I'll be happy to play you for your hard-earned groschen. Poor old Fletch never gets to see the action from close up.
What about you, Dangler? What do you expect to find?
Futility and human suffering. Like
Yeah, so
always.
once you reach the farm,
Why don't you take a leaf out of Stone's book? Shut the fuck up.
you will have to search it and search any traces of the attackers.
Keep your eyes peeled, though. There might be someone hiding out here still. Look for clues and question the survivors, if there are any.
Yeah, so just like he said, if there are any survivors, you should talk to them.
Jesus Christ, what a massacre.
As you can see, no one was actually spared.
Looks like it happened fast. God almighty.
You can look around at the buildings and
Still
everything.
smouldering. Whoever torched it can't have got very far.
Yeah, so you can also get inside the buildings. And what you're looking for is in the other building. Let's see, I think I had something. No. Yeah, so basically what you're looking for is in here.
Poor wretch.
Yeah, and it's in this room. This is why I left it last. So here on this wall you will find a shield, a dagger and a letter.
Kuno will want to know about this.
And once you get these, you need to go to Sir Kuno. And there is a message for Sir Radzik as well. And let's see if I can find Kuno. Kuno will know exactly what you're looking for, or whoever did this.
I found this shield. Show me that.
I don't think we'll find anything else here.
We'll stay here. What do you...
Yeah, so you can ask him a little bit about everything, and you can also tell him that you want to go
I thought I
look
could
for
go and
those
search for
raiders.
those raiders. They might not have gotten very far.
All right. It's always good to have an extra...
Yeah, so if you want to look for the raiders, you should talk to this man, to Fletching.
Did you find...
Some, a horse or two. They rode off through the meadow towards dawn. They're avoiding the road,
towards dawn?
meaning towards the east.
Oh, they can't move to.
No.
Nice work.
Yeah, so as you can see, he said there are some tracks leading to the east. You just need to go this way. There's no sign over here, but there is a sign over here.
Poor creature. Hunted down like game.
As you get closer, you will notice there is some blood on the trees. There's
Looks like they carried away a lot
lots
of
of
stuff.
things thrown on the ground.
They went this
More
way.
over here in the trees. Again,
Seems they
there's
met
a
some
trail
resistance at the
of
farm.
blood and some clothing. More signs.
Well, at least I know which way they went.
Apparently someone was injured. Yeah, so usually if you look at the trees, you should be able to see at least one of them being bloody. And once you reach to this point,
There they are.
you know where the attackers are. Now, if you want and you feel confident enough to try, you can attempt to deal with them. I tried that once, it didn't really end very well. So my advice is save the game, then if you want attack them. But in my case it's best if I just go quickly back to Kuno and the rest, come back with them, and we can actually fight them man to man instead of one man against the whole army. Like I said, if you do feel confident about taking them on, feel free to do so. You can actually gain some good experience from dealing with them. But if you want this to be a little bit easier for you, if you are playing it like I am just to enjoy the story, then the best choice is to come back to Kuno, tell him that you found out where the raiders are hiding, and then go after them as a band. After all, you are a part of the band now.
I tracked down the... You did? A short way to... How many of them are...
So I think it's around 7 of them, if I remember well.
I'll tell the lads we're gonna deal with them.
If you want, you can actually check it.
Hey, to me, now!
Yeah, so he will call everyone.
Listen up.
And have a morning meeting.
Bastards who raided the farm. They're dividing up their loot, not far from here. So let's pounce on them and give them what for. Move out!
Yeah, so it's time to go after them. Now my advice is to be careful when fighting. You should try to make sure that everyone in the band of bastards stays alive, because there are a few of these quests where they might end up dying.
Quiet as the grave.
The most important is
Stone would say.
Sir Kuno.
That's a
Without
good
him you
one.
cannot finish
I
the
haven't heard
quest.
that one since.
But
Let me see.
At a loss for words.
the more you progress through these
Stop,
quests,
please, or I'll
the
split my
more
sides
enemies
laughing.
you will meet, or the harder they will be to defeat, so you will actually need everyone to stay alive
Big
as
mouth
much as
Jakey
possible.
makes up for it.
I don't know how you managed without me for so long.
Yeah, so I will take one of each potion. In order to make it easier for myself to not die.
Who was it needed their back covered last time?
Jakey.
Fuck you. I don't need minding.
We all cover each other's backs. That's how this band works. Get used to it.
I've no intention of getting myself killed by a bunch of bandits.
Yeah, so once again you cannot really skip time to get to the bandits. You just need to accompany
I'll cover you, Jakey.
the group
Got it?
Thanks a lot.
until you reach the enemies. Yeah, once you get here, the game is saved, the war is starting, and you should be ready to fight them head on. Now be careful when you're fighting not to hit your friends, because you might actually end up having to fight them. And I think I just did something bad. Now I just hope he only fainted, otherwise I will need to restart. Yeah, so apparently the bandits were dealt with. As you can see, they do have some good pieces of armor, so feel free to leave them without it. There's also a good sword over here. Yeah, so apparently one of them had the best armor and everything, while the others are not so well equipped. But they do have some decent amounts of groschen. Yeah, so this one I will do later, so I can actually track this one. So apparently I need to report to Sir Radzik.
Right, we'll have a look around here for clues.
As he said, they will look for clues or whatever. It's not my problem anyway. Yeah, so in order to report to Sir Radzik, you just need to get back to Ratay, or Ratai, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so it's a good thing actually for me that I ended up in Ratai, because some of my armor pieces are not doing very well. Well, let's see. These are not mine, so that's okay. On the other hand, this one is mine, the Gambason, and I do need to fix it. So first I'll go and fix it quickly, then report to Sir Radzik, and after that I can be on my way to what I need to do.
Bread! Rolls and pretzels!
First I will send what I don't need to the horse. If you want, you can actually keep this House of Zul shield. And I need to talk to the tailor. Now, as I said, one of the advantages of having the Warhorse armor, if you have the DLC, is that when you go to repair it, it will cost you basically nothing, even if it's pretty much badly damaged, since its base value is 1 groschen. It's not giving you the best stats, to be honest, but it is worth it once you damage it badly, since you won't end up paying thousands of groschen every time you need to do something. Yeah, so let's see where Sir Radzik is. I think he might be over here. There we go.
Greeting.
Sir, I'm afraid... There was a letter that...
Show it to me.
Here you are, sir.
Yeah, so
Unscrew
he's
it,
not
as I expect.
very happy about the news.
Mr... What? Well, if I'm to... What happened? Well, I'd like to hear...
Big-
Well, what... I'd like to ask... What...
Yeah, so this is the first part called Bad Blood. Now, once you finish Bad Blood, you will need to go back to the encampment and meet with Kuno and his boys. Unfortunately, there is no fast travel if you need to get there, so you will have to ride your horse. But as I said earlier, they are quite close, so you don't need to worry that much about the distance, because you don't end up going from one side to the other of the map. And even if you did have to go all that far, you could just fast travel up to a point and then ride your horse for the rest of the way. Even now, if you wanted to, you could actually fast travel to the mill and then go from here, but as you can see, it's quite close, so there's no point in doing so. So let me see if I can actually get myself a shortcut there. Chances are there isn't one. Yeah, so I just got stuck. So there we go, they should be back, or at least I hope so. Nope. I guess I will need to wait for them. If you want, you can rob their camp. Or if you want, you can wait until the next day. Let's see. Yeah, so interesting decor over here. Now let's see what happens if I wait for a couple of hours. Now I don't want to get to let the game get too close to evening, because usually it's during the day when Kuno wants to go for some patrol, mostly in the morning. If you go too late, he will refuse. Yeah, so as I said, they should be back, maybe not all of them.
Can you tell...
Yeah, so with each new quest you can actually start asking them more questions about what happened and things like that.
Ask you something.
And as you can see, Fletching is the one that will have something to tell me. And most likely it's about the Ring of
Henry,
Bacchus.
Let's not beat around the bush. I think
I'll help you.
I want to steal the ring from a stone while he's asleep. But that fella sleeps with one eye open. He needs a little help. And I've got a feeling you're the kind of man who knows how to arrange that.
Supposing I steal.
If you think you can do it, whatever.
Yeah, so you can try to steal that ring from the stone, or you can get a lullaby potion for fletching, and stone will be asleep, making it easier for him to steal the ring. Let's see where exactly. So it's not showing up on the map. So I'll just have to find him around. Yeah, if you can manage to steal it during the day, that's okay. But you should make sure that no one will see you, otherwise they will attack you. All of them together. If not, you should just wait until nighttime, and even with some poor pickpocketing skill, you should be able to steal it. Now, if I could just find the stone, that would be perfect. I'm not sure he is back though. Apparently most of them are, but not all of them. I don't see where he could be. Maybe he's around here on patrol. Or maybe I'm blind and I cannot see him. Yeah, so I'll just wait 1 hour. Hopefully I can get that ring. Yeah, so I will save the game and hopefully be able to steal the ring. And that was fun. So now that I have the ring, I need to give it to Fletching. Okay, so since I already did the ring part, I can talk to Sir Kuno
I've been to see
about
some.
going
So how
on
did he
patrol.
take the news?
Well, he wasn't exactly happy.
I can well imagine. I wouldn't want the Zulus plundering my estates either. If I had any.
He wants us to carry on patrolling the area.
We'll do that.
Sure, I'll do that. I've been to see.
So how did he take the news?
He wants us.
We'll do that. but it will...
Yeah, so apparently, as I said earlier, he will need to do this in the morning. I'll just take a quick look to see if anyone wants the ring. If you want, you can have a conversation with
Tell me something.
these guys about the situation with Hagen. Yeah, so at this point I can just, or maybe I'll just sleep for a little bit. To make sure that the energy is full, and then I will skip time until morning. Yeah, so apparently I managed to get another level in reading. And a new perk. So I'll go with this one. I'm not sure if it's working when I stand or when I sleep. Hopefully it will. Yeah, so I will just wait for the first light, as Kuno said. Basically somewhere between 7 and 8 should be okay. Now if you had to get something from some merchant, you would need to wait until 8, maybe 9. But in this camp they wake up a little bit earlier. Yeah, so now I think I managed to read the entire book. And let's talk to Sir Kuno.
I've been to see Sir...
So how did he take the new...
Well, he wasn't exactly...
I can...
He was...
Yeah, so apparently the dialogue
Mount
is
up then.
getting repeated, but you do start another quest called Uninvited Guests. And I think this time it takes you to Merhoed. No, not to Merhoed, to Ujitz. From the way we're going. Or, yeah, it is to Ujitz. But it doesn't take you to the settlement, it takes you to some windmill.
Quiet.
Now, as you get here, someone will tell you that
We're with Sir Radzig.
Fled and left us there.
some people are pillaging
They wrote the
the farm where the windmill
Her
is.
friends will pay the price.
I appreciate your advice, Henry.
And you will need to convince him
Promise Sir Radzig
Come on, it's not like that.
a bit of fun.
about
What if I wanna make-
attacking those men.
Good.
Now my advice is run as close as possible to that windmill. The game will be saved, but it's better for you to make a second save. So get as close as you can to this point. If you have and you want to use these potions like I am, use them. And save the game one more time. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because sometimes Kuno ends up dying too quickly, or simply ends up dying, and that will mean that you failed the quest. So you just need to attack these guys as quickly as possible. The best way to deal with them is to try and get them from the back while they're fighting with Kuno or the other men. This way you can help Kuno and the others finish them faster. So apparently someone is fighting over here. And they're still fighting. No. Yeah, so once the attack is over, put back your sword and everything. My advice, get yourself the torch out. Try to check if you can get some goods from these guys. As you can see, some of them have some valuable things you can get. And once you finish looting, have a talk to the men, as the quest says. Yeah, so it's not that they have very valuable things, but you can make a decent amount from what they have. Of course, if you loot all of them. As you can see, this guy actually has plenty of valuable things. Let me check, I think there was someone else over here. Yeah, so again, someone that had a valuable item. Now, I do need to fix my armor. And as you can see, when some of the things are too damaged, they cannot be fixed anymore. Basically anything below 60% in durability cannot be fixed by you. And earlier you could see that when I had something expensive to fix, it consumed plenty of those armor kits. Yeah, so I will send what I don't need to the horse. And when I get back to previous Lavits, I will sell most of them or all of them, depending on how much wealth the traders have. Yeah, so once you've done that, you can talk to the man.
Come and count some spots, Henry?
Apparently not to Jakey, not to Dangler. You can talk to Fletching. And if you want, you can play some dice with him.
I've got some.
Well, that depends what you have.
I've got a shield. The shield's got the. Then I've got this combat jupon. And then there's this noble hat. It'll certainly make a bit.
Yeah, so there are a couple of things you can play for.
This should be enough.
Of course, he will ask you to wager. All of them are out for your money.
I'll lose my shirt again.
Yeah, so I will pass after this one. I am halfway to winning. Unfortunately, I don't have any good dice with me.
This'll be the one.
I only have the standard ones. But I do have an agility perk which allows me to throw better hands. And as long as he doesn't actually have a lot of luck, I should be winning it.
That's it.
Now, if you want to see a good combination of dice, you can watch the previous episode when I had a tournament of dice. And I did bring some good combination of them in order to win that tournament. Yeah, so let's see. Nope.
Hardly worth talking about.
Yeah, so sometimes it can happen for you to get that bust if you're not using good dice. Oh, and he is using good dice apparently. And there's a high chance that I might actually lose.
I did.
Or maybe not. And it was just enough to actually win it.
Good game. You deserve it.
So I got myself the House of Rickwell shield. Now, as you can see, it's not very valuable, but it does have some good defensive stats. And I will just move it to the horse and keep it as a memory. I think you can actually play for the rest of them. Yeah, you can actually play for all the items. But once again, it will cost you.
Your fame precedes you. You won't get the better of me.
Yeah, so I was quite lucky this time. Or maybe not so lucky. Anyway, I do have that one, so I can score and roll again.
Time I had a throw.
And this time I will go with score and pass. Hopefully he will finish his hand quickly and I can start mine.
This'll be the one. That's it.
Yeah, so this was quite risky from him.
These damn dice.
And not good enough for me. So I do have 200 and I will roll again. Hopefully it won't be a bust. And I have 2 more 100, so I can score and pass and win the game. Let's see, I won a Coft combat coupon. As you can see, it could improve my stats, but I would rather sell it. So I'll just quickly play for that hat as well.
How about that game?
I do indeed.
From the sound, I'll play you for it.
All right. After all,
This should be enough.
that'll do me. So, bring it on.
Yeah, so I was quite lucky
Not afraid of anything, eh?
getting all of them to score. Yeah, so now I will have to pass. I don't trust the normal dice to actually win that easily.
That's it. Your turn.
Yeah, so fortunately he didn't really score that much. I will try my luck, but I'm not sure of it. So I was a little bit lucky, but not that much. And apparently he is doing better this time.
That's all.
Yeah, so once you have something like this, it's better if you just score one of these and you can use the rest for later. You have higher chances of getting a complete hand that can score. So I will pass them right now. And hopefully he won't get what he needs to finish me. Although he is quite close. But he did give me the chance to finish. So let's see. Now this is quite tricky because he needs 700 to finish. And if I roll, it's not good enough, so instead of going with all of them, I will just go with this one and score it and roll again. And hopefully now I'll get a better hand. And still wasn't enough. I will pass. Hopefully I won't lose the money.
That's it.
So now he is the one taking the risk.
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I did it.
And I just need 300 to win this one. And I have way more than 300. So I can score, pass and win it.
Why the hell did I...
And that nobleman hat, as you can see, is also quite valuable, something you can sell. Now, if you want, you can also talk to one of the Behrman brothers, to Ian, and you can fight with him.
Scrap? You've nothing better to do.
All right.
My very word.
Yeah, so there will be an armed combat. Now this guy is... he has plenty of armor, but unfortunately it didn't really help him that much. And now you can actually go back to the mission. You need to
See,
sit over
because
here.
the other fella would be thinking he'd be.
They left us some damn good
And
food
once
here.
you sit,
And as my old man used, of course,
Kuno will start saying that they want to stay here and party. I don't really want to do that, so
be doing that.
I would
Doing
tell
what?
them to
This. You
go
see it?
somewhere else.
leave off the...
Now, if you have a good speech skill, you can actually convince them to go somewhere else, or you can just pay it for them.
I am thinking about...
Yeah, I'm sure they'll.
Jesus, Henry.
I don't want to spoil you.
But we have to think of those...
Yeah, so you can finish this one. Uninvited guests. I think, no, he actually got up. I'll get my horse over here as well. Let's see if I still have some potions. As there will be some more fighting. Yeah, so basically next you need to meet them at the encampment. I can just fast travel to the mill in Ratay and then go to their camp. Or if you find it easier, you can go to Ledechko. And yeah, I'll go to Ledechko. It seems less of going around. I should be there quite early in the morning, I think. I will try to do that bit with the ring first. Hopefully one of them will need the ring. Yeah, so from here it's quite easy to get to their camp. And there we go. Apparently they're not back yet. So if they're not back, you can just wait for 1 or 2 hours and they should be. Yeah, so you can ride for the third mission. But before riding for the third mission, you should go around the camp a little bit. And check who exactly is going to ask you to steal the ring next.
Damn. Let me get.
Yeah. That's a
Sorry.
Look here. If you could get it back from him and...
Sounds fair enough.
Yeah, so you need to get the ring from Fletching.
I want that ring.
Ha! First he brings me the ring.
Well, those are the rules.
True enough. Only I did the sensible thing, but just to make things interesting.
I want that ring.
Yeah, so
Well, those are the rules.
True enough. Only I did the sensible, but just to make things interesting. Here's a wee clue for you. Find the dead standing among the living, and turn your eyes heavenward.
yeah, so he gives you a riddle. Find the dead among the living, and then turn your head to the heavens. Now basically you need to find the tree and look up where you will find a nest. I think it's this one. Now I am pretty bad when it comes to a bow, so hopefully I will manage to get it. Nope. Yeah, so there we go. Now I just need to find out where that nest went. If I remember well, there is a chance it might glitch. I hope that didn't happen. although it is a possibility since it's not here where it should be. Yeah, so I will try asking him again, maybe it will respawn. Or maybe there's another one.
I want that ring. Well, those are...
True enough, but just...
Yeah, I was actually hoping that he will play some dice with me for the ring. Apparently it doesn't work that way. But I do think that the nest spawned, or maybe not. So there is a chance I will need to load the game in order to get that ring. Oh, there we go, and this is where the ring is. And now I need to give it to one of the Berman brothers.
I've got the ring.
Here!
Thanks.
Yeah, so the reward is not something extraordinary. It's only 120 groschen, but you did progress with that quest. So next you can talk to Sir Kuno and go on patrol again.
Sure. We'll head towards Sasau today. Jakey heard at the tavern in Ledechko that someone there saw some...
You think they could be Hag?
So
Maybe,
apparently
maybe not.
this time it's a trip to Sasau. Now you will go past Sasau, and you will soon understand why. Basically now you start a quest called A Tight Spot, and you end up in an ambush.
Jakey, go and scout ahead. Don't want us running into any surprises. See if there's a good spot for us to camp.
Before that boar piss of yours took away his will to live.
Yeah, so as you can see, the band of bastards is full of jolly people. Everyone is quite happy. Even the stone is doing his part by singing on the flute. But this is where the problem comes in, when the party gets ambushed.
All right, Henry. I'm coming, brother. Second. Catch the horse!
We're on the riverbank.
So unfortunately there are enemies on both sides.
Quick! Before they cut us off!
So you will need to go this way. Let me see if I can actually pop in these two. Yeah, I was lucky to be able to do so. I'll go after these guys. As you can see, there are plenty of people in the ambush, but they're not all that strong, so you should be able to fight them off.
I'll wring your neck, you cur!
Yeah, so basically you need to run up the hill. As you can see, there's more of the bandits coming after you. But if you train your dog, he will help you survive this. Okay, so as I said, you need to go up the hill. Now the less armor these guys have, the easier it will be to defeat them. No, 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 no. Yeah, so I managed to slip from there. So I need to go back. So apparently everyone went the other way. Leave my doggy alone. Yeah, so you should just follow Circuno.
To the woods! We'll lose them there!
Once you get to a safer spot, he will stop and you can talk to him.
What? Just so. But you think it was one of them? Look around for yourself. That little... I'll try and track it. No,
Yeah,
it's
so
too...
after you talk to him, you will finish a tight spot. It was basically this fight. Once you finish a tight spot, he will ask you to meet him in the encampment. If you want, you can fast travel over there. If not, you can do what I'm doing right now. Go back a little bit. Get your loot from the bandits. These guys are friendlies, so don't worry about them. If you remember where exactly you killed bandits, there we go. Have stone. And fletching. And now the victims. As you can see, they do have some decent amounts of corrosion and everything. Don't forget to fix your weapon and everything. Yeah, so unfortunately most of them seem to have disappeared. On the other hand, as you can see, these guys are waiting here, and some of them do have some valuable things. Now, I don't know exactly why everyone ran, because considering the number of victims, they were actually victorious. There should be some more enemies on the other side. So, maybe that's why. Yeah, so the thing is, you can actually fight more of those people. There is quite a small army, so just rob what you find here and make yourself scarce. The best way you can do it, get your horse. If you want, you can run past them. If not, you can just simply fast travel. So once again, I will fast travel to Ledechko. And from Ledechko I can go to the encampment. Yeah, so as Kuno underlined, there was someone who betrayed the band of bastards, the war party. And once you get back to the encampment, you will find exactly who, because he will not be there. So once again I am quite close to it, so as you can see, Kuno is still on the way. Unlike me, they're not taking shortcuts like this one. Yeah, so I will wait a little bit for them to come back. And if they're not getting back, I will skip time. So I'll be right back with you. Yeah, so part of them apparently did get back, but I honestly need all of them to get back in order to do the Ring of Bacchus part. Or I'll just check if the one who wants it next is here. But it's better to wait for an hour and they should all come back. Yeah, so if you look around, you will notice that Jakey, the youngest of them all, is not here anymore.
Henry, I want to have a word with you.
Again, you can talk to them.
Like I said, maybe you might.
It wouldn't by any chance have
Howdy.
put it down to my
And
amazing powers of deduction.
this time is
So.
the other Berman brother who wants the ring.
All right.
Great.
You will have to ask his brother where exactly that ring is.
Telling you, Chief. One morning we'll wake up and the Bearman will be gone. I want that ring. No, I'm serious.
Good for you.
Come on.
Not in the mood for it, sorry.
Yeah, so you will need to
Good for.
What are you trying to say?
offend him a little bit.
You're a drunken good for nothing.
Don't you insult my brother, you.
Or what?
Or I'll give you what.
Oh, I thought you weren't.
You just put.
Yeah, and you will end up in a fight. He he does like to fight unarmed. Yeah, so you got the ring back. I do need to eat a little bit since my nourishment was going down. And you can give the ring to the other brother.
I got the ring.
Brilliant. Here, have this for your
Once again, you do get a small reward for it. And now it's time to ask Kuno what's happening next.
I see everyone made...
Thank Christ. Someone up there must like us.
Oh, someone up there.
Shit, right.
So we'll go patrolling again.
We will.
What?
I found out where Jakey is. I want you to grab him, beat everything he knows about.
Yeah, so apparently
Where is he hiding?
Kuno knows where
What are
Jakey
you going
is.
to be doing in the meet? But what if they're...
It could well be.
I'll get going then.
Go.
Right, Chief.
And he wants you to deal with him. As you can see, you will start a new quest called 30 Pieces, which is basically 30 pieces of silver. I think it's from the Bible. The same amount of silver that Judas sold the rest for it. Yeah, so Jakey is at the glade in the inn, at the inn in the glade. I always end up saying it the other way around. Yeah, so let's see.
Come and have a word with me.
Now, if you look around, unfortunately there is no Jakey, but you can talk to Andrew
Here we are.
and ask him if he knows anything.
I'm looking for a young...
A cheeky looking
That'll be him, all right.
Well, I don't like to snitch on my guests. It ain't good for business.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, but then he showed me the way of his person. He stayed here a couple of days.
To the woods.
Someone said the girl's father was...
All right.
Yeah, so he tells you that Jakey stayed here, and then he went towards the woods. where you should go and look for him. So once you go towards the woods, you'll find this guy, Merchant Ernest.
What's going on? Marie, my daughter's run away. That's what some people at the inn said.
I said... Well, she's your... We have...
Aye, that's...
I can have...
Yeah, so you can also
helping.
look for his daughter while you're at it. You will find some
Romance on the rocky outcrop, so it seems.
evidence over here that they've been in the area.
I started getting interest in here.
Let's see. Yeah, so more evidence over here.
Ah, shameless hussy.
And once you get to this point, you find Loverboy tied up to a tree.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I picked up this wench at the inn, see? And we only the bitch whacked me on the head with a...
Did she now?
I haven't a clue. She could have just...
Yeah, so
Listen, Henry.
apparently he wasn't that lucky.
Jesus, Henry, I've never seen a pile of...
Yeah, my heart.
Hagen? Lord Zool? Yeah, I'll tell you, Henry.
Mates.
Jesus, I know, Henry. I'm sorry, truly.
Let you go.
Henry, I'm really sorry. I swear. Those fellas scared the wits out of me.
I can believe that. But why didn't you tell us about it?
I don't know.
First, tell me where Hagen is.
I won't say anything as long as I'm tied up.
Yeah, so there are plenty of options you can go. You can tell him you understand that he's mad about Kuno.
Hagen's planning to raid some village. Samapesh, I think. So...
Yeah, so you can untie him and let him go.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
Ah, you'll buy me a beer.
After all, he is too young to rot in jail. And none of the people in the party died. So I'll try not to be that mean to him. At least not to kill him. Yeah, so I didn't look myself another perk in this. So I'll just go with this one. I've said it before, I will say it again. I don't even know how to use those. I never bothered to use them. I know they're useful, but it's not working for me. So you can actually go outside the forest, woods, call it whatever you want, and tell the merchant that his daughter is not such a nice person.
I have news of you.
Oh?
little vixen bashed Jakey over the head and took his money.
Clever lass. What? Who cares? The question is, where...
Well, it's not that I feel sorry for that sneaky bastard, but,
Well,
I don't know.
a little... Never mind.
All right.
Yeah, so apparently they were on this together.
Up to you.
Yeah, so let's see. Now you can actually go meet with Kuno in the encampment. Let's see if I have any fast way of getting there. And I guess I'll just ride to Ledechko again. Yeah, so there were a couple of things you could have done earlier. You could have tortured that poor little boy, but there was no point in torturing him, since he did give you the information you needed, and as I said, no one got hurt, so that's okay. Now I do want to get a proper sleep, so I will sleep at the inn instead of sleeping at the camp of the band of the bastards. I'll just go to like 5 o'clock and then leave for their camp. Yeah, so there we go. It's time to go and see Kuno and his men. Now he will probably be unhappy about the fact that I left Jakey go. At the same time, when the quest started, he did say that he saw Jakey as a son, so it's not that bad. Yeah, so let's see what happens now. Now there should be one of them guys asking me to steal the ring again. Not sure which one. So I will need to wait for like maybe 2 hours until they're ready, and then go for the main quest. Yeah, so let's see if anyone is asking about the ring.
Can you tell me something? What do you...
Ride somewhere.
Apparently no. This guy already had it, so I don't think he would be asking again. This guy, I think he actually has it. Maybe it's Kuno this time.
What's up, Kuno?
It's about that accursed...
What, again?
Aye. I heard the fellas had you running around for them. Anyway, it's all gotten a bit out of hand.
Yeah, true enough. But what do you want me to do?
I want you to get the ring from...
All right.
Yeah, so
But I hope this is the
as
last
you
time.
can see, both Kuno and Henry are done with that ring. So you will need to get the ring from Peter, if I can find him. Nope. And I think this one is the stone. Yep, not good. Yeah, so there he is.
Look here, Pet.
Yeah?
I need to have it back.
Well, that's tough.
Supposing I...
Ah, you know me too well, Henry. Fine.
Yeah, so you
Fine.
can play dice
That's
for it,
what I like to hear.
or you can ask for a hint. Oh yeah. Yeah, so even if I don't win, I can get that hint from him. But if I win, I will quickly show you how to find it if you get the hint. And I think there's a high chance that I might not be able to win this one. He is doing quite well. Or he was doing quite well. So in times like this, I actually wish I had the good dice with me to finish things faster. And unfortunately there is no 5, so I will score and roll again. This is not so bad. Yeah, so I am quite close to winning. Hopefully he doesn't get something really good. He did risk quite a lot with this. Let's see if he... Yeah, and he got some good score over there. But from the looks of it, that good score didn't really help him. So I can win it. Yeah, so in case you didn't win or you didn't want to play the dice, he will tell you something about the warriors that are protecting the plains and something about the west. So you will need to follow these straw piles and go this way. And as you go this way, I think one of the last ones, yeah. Basically, if you didn't want to play for that dice for the ring, you would find it anyway in here. You can see you can open this pile of straws. Now I will not give the ring to Kuno just yet. I don't want to finish the quest just yet, because you can actually see if they're alive during the next fight, because they can actually die, and I don't want to let them die. So I'll just save the game over here. I want to make sure that I have my potions with me, and I have them. And now it's time for, if I remember well, the last quest of this part. So you can tell him about Jakey.
Zul plans to... I see. I let him go. What? Oh, what can I
And
say?
tell him you believe
I
in second chances.
So do I. And I gave one to every man in this band. Saddle up now. We'll ride to Sam.
All right.
Yeah, so you will ride to Samopesh, or at least close to Samopesh. It's better said close to Merhoyed. Once you get here, you will find Hagenzul and his men on that hill.
There they are. I can see Zul's colours.
And apparently they want some meeting.
That I demand. You don't have to stand just in my retribution. I'm well aware why you serve Rat. If you accept my offer...
And he's trying to bribe Kuno.
Kuno, you're making a...
Now, you can pay him or you can simply convince him.
Because you...
And this is the third...
Tell me,
But
Kuno.
in order to convince him, you do need a proper skill in
I'd have a
speech.
marble palace in Florida, but I suppose for a
Otherwise, he will
Should be
turn
skilled
against
in
you.
warfare. Oh, that's...
an eloquence.
And then what?
With that much money,
Do you really think... Call it what you like.
fine.
You'll stay, then?
Obviously.
It didn't seem so...
Come on now, Henry.
Yeah, so there will be a fight starting soon.
So
I want to see if I can still get my potions on. And yeah, it didn't start just yet. Now the best way to deal with this is to go behind Hagenzul's men. And try to get rid of them. If you don't help. Yeah, so as you could see, my objective failed. And that was because Kuno was slayed in battle. So basically you need to kind of be a bodyguard over here. Yeah, if you could get some of these guys to attack you instead of your friends, that would be helpful. After all, I am using some potions. Yeah, so apparently once again Kuno managed to die. Now this is quite tricky. If you want them to survive, you will need to push a little bit. Now quickly get these on. I will try to get this guy to fight me. Apparently Kuno doesn't want to use his sword for some reason. Yeah, so I did manage to beat their leader. Let's see. Yeah, so I think this is the last one. Yeah, so apparently in this time I managed to hit one of Kuno's men, or Kuno himself. As I said, this is quite tricky. You need to make sure that you quickly stop fighting. Yeah, so once again, go after the old man. Hopefully I will manage to defeat them again before they kill Kuno. And apparently not. It's becoming a little bit stressing. The thing is, as I said during my other episodes, by actually showing you how difficult some of these bits can be, you can see what's waiting for you instead of expecting for things to just happen immediately. Yeah, so let's hope that Kuno doesn't die this time. Now once again, keep an eye if you're in advantage. Put your weapons down quickly. Yeah, so now you've defeated Hagen. You can take his shield, and another thing you want to take is his armor. You will need to fix it, but it is quite valuable. Now before they go, you can, where was he? You can actually, or maybe not, talk to Kuno. Anyway, I will catch them quickly from the back. I want to loot a little bit. Now you should watch for these guys because one of them should have a lot of groschen on himself. Yeah, so as you can see, one of them had 6,000 groschen. So now I just need to follow. The band of mercenaries. Yeah, so I think everyone actually managed to properly survive the fight. I was a little bit afraid that we might lose someone, as up until now this was my problem. At least one of them would die. Well, as long as Kuno doesn't die, you are basically safe. So as I was saying, you do have some good armor pieces from House of Zul. The main issue, as I said before, is their price, which makes them harder to fix. Or not harder, it's just making them quite expensive to fix. Still, I will check it. I will try to fix it once I go to Ratay, and I will check it. Maybe it's actually worth fixing. So before that, let me check if I have some more armorer kits. And apparently I don't. Yeah, so I want to follow them in order to give that ring back to Kuno. Basically, I did finish most of it. I just need to report to Sir Radzek. So let's see where exactly they're going. Yeah, so they are going very slow, but I think they are going to their encampment. Yeah, so unbelievable. One of the guys, and I think it's Kuno, managed to yeah, so I'll have to go at it again, because I want to get that quest done as well. Yeah, so basically, when you get that chance, don't go to Sir Radzik, go to their encampment and finish that bit. Once again, go for the old man. don't try this without the potions, because you might end up in danger. Yeah, so apparently this time I pissed off Kuno again.
What's the matter? Come on!
Yeah, this is quite a tricky little quest in the hand. As you can see, you can finish it, but some things can happen, some bad things can happen, which is why I'm partially happy that you could see it can also end badly even if you do win the battle. You just need to make sure that everyone is kept alive. And apparently not, because Mr. Kuno likes to fight without a sword. I still don't understand why he's not just pulling out his sword. I understand they tried to bribe him and he was tempted by it, but still, why would you go to a battle without your sword? Yeah, so phew, that was hard, and I am going to save it this time. Now, before he leaves, I will talk to him.
Well, now we'll go and look for...
That's all.
What else is there? But you should go...
Aye.
If there's any...
Yeah, so apparently I still cannot talk to him. One more time, I need to quickly check who has good loot. Of course, I will get everything from this guy, including his noble sword. This guy also has something good, apparently. This one is the one with lots of money. These are worth selling. Yeah, so instead of actually following them, you need to just fast travel on the map. I'll just go to Ledechko. Hopefully none of them will die if I fast travel. Apparently I'm overloaded, so I do need to send some of these to the horse. Yeah, so as you can see, this is quite a tricky quest in the beginning where, well, tricky quest line. If you want, you could have finished. Yeah, so once again, someone decided to die. I will try to see exactly how I can sort this thing out. I did manage to save after the battle, so that's a good thing. If I remember well, there was a trick in actually managing to make them all survive. Yeah, so I am checking to show you exactly how to do this. Yeah, so apparently they might not die if you just reload the game. I don't know who actually made the game to work like that.
Well, that's that. Good work, lads. Well, now, that's all. What else is there? But you should go.
Yeah, so once again you cannot talk to him, unfortunately. Apparently one of them was hurt enough to bleed, which is why they kept dying. So once again I do need to see if I can manage to quick travel without one of them dying. Or maybe it was skipping time. Let's see, I'll just skip a couple of hours. Yeah, so once again someone decided to die. I have no idea who keeps deciding to die. And unfortunately I cannot give the ring back over here. So I'm still trying to find a way to actually end it. Yeah, so once again nothing says anything about this part. I'll just give it one more try. If not, then that quest can be failed and that's it. This is not normal for it to happen.
Well, that's that. Good work, lads.
Or maybe I can just wait until they go back to their camp.
Well, now it's time for a drink.
I'll just quickly rob this guy.
What's going on there?
Yeah, so apparently they do return. So maybe this was actually the best idea, not to finish the quest yet. So I'll try to fast travel. Now, if, as I said, if it's not possible, it's not possible. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not loading up a game before this fight because it's already been way too long. If you want to finish the Ring of Bacchus though, you can always yeah, so it's impossible to bloody finish it. They simply don't want to stay alive. And there's nothing much you can do. Basically, if you really want to finish the Ring of Bacchus, you will need to reload as many times as needed in order for everyone to survive the battle, and at the same time they need to survive not bleeding afterwards and things like that. Now as you go back, you will notice the camp is still here. I don't think there's any of them over here though. So I think you can wait for a couple of hours to see if they come back. Yeah, so you can still talk to Kuno.
Well, what else is there? But you should go.
But there's nothing you can do about the annoying ring. Well, c'est la vie. I tried my best. So I have no idea which one of them. I think it was the stone that didn't survive. Dangler is here, the Bermans are here, Fletchin is here. So yeah, apparently the stone didn't survive. I'll just quickly check one more time if there isn't a bloody way to save him. Yeah, so apparently some people are saying that you should complete it before. Other people are saying you shouldn't. I think there was some tip somewhere about this, but I can't really find it. Yeah, so apparently you need to fast travel immediately after the battle. I will try to quickly get that armor and then fast travel. Hopefully it will save them. So I will try to...
Well, that's that. Good work, lads.
go to Radzik directly. Apparently their health should be replenished, or maybe that was a bug from the game when the one who left the tip managed to do so. It's yeah, so basically it's not just me complaining about how tricky it is. I've seen lots of people complaining about it. It shouldn't be like that. They should be able to treat their wounds. As you could see, Yeah, so once again the quest is failed, I couldn't even care any less. I will finish it by talking to Sir Radzik and that's it. So even during the last battle, instead of actually putting on a good fight, Kuno decided to fight without a sword, which made him an easy target, allowing the other ones to get hurt in his stead. I don't think it was properly worked, properly sorted. Yeah, so there we go. You've got Sir Radzik over here, and you can just inform him that
Sir,
the
we got rid
problem
of...
with Zul is finished.
We caught up with Hagen. It was a tough fight.
Good.
But you don't need to tell him about
That's how it
Kuno.
should be.
In the end, he did
And thank you.
do what he had to do.
One beer.
Ah,
Best go and rest.
thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so you get, let's say, decent reward, but it would have been even better if I took the 6k from that guy. Still, since I don't really need the Grosjean, I'm not bothered. I will want, however, to fix that armor and see how much of a difference it makes. If it's a lot better, I will try to use it instead of the one I'm using right now. So let's see, I will send these. And anything that's a piece of the House of Zul armor will stay with me to fix them. So apparently one of them I can actually fix myself. No.
Flower.
Let's see if there's any piece over here. There isn't. The noble sword is just a little bit worse, I think. Or maybe it might be a little bit better. Nope. Still the duelist is the best.
God's blessing.
Yeah, so let me show you exactly how it compares when you want to fix a really good armor. As you can see, it's costing a lot. It's 1.6k to fix everything, and it's quite disappointing. So now I want to compare the pieces to see exactly how much it would give me. Yeah, so as you can see, when it comes to the legs, it is a huge difference. That's 13 for stabbing. Yeah, so I will go with these legs. The same goes with the hands. The cuirass is not that good, but still not bad. Now the helmet does look nice-ish. Let's see what else there was. I think this one might actually be better than what I'm using. I did get all the pieces from him, so should be complete. Yeah, so no, apparently that's it. I will have this stored in the trunk. Yeah, so as I said, this was quite an annoying trip. I am happy that I managed to do it all in under 3 hours, but it did take a lot of saved and reloaded games only to end up not properly finishing it. So if you want to finish that Ring of Bacchus before you go for the last battle, if you don't care if they survive, and apparently they don't really want to survive, you can just finish the quest. It will be unlocking an achievement for you called Game Over by finishing that annoying Steal the Ring game. And let me see. As I said, since I am not using these anymore, I want to store them. Let's see if I have anything else on the horse. Yeah, these as well. Anything else is for sale. Yeah, so basically this was pretty much everything. As you can see, it's finished. You can find it in the Dawn. So basically it was called the Band of Bastards. Meanwhile, you've got the first one, Bad Blood. The second one was Uninvited Guests. After that it was the Tight Spot. Then it was the 30 pieces, and it all ended with a price, with what price honor. And it was a failed activity, this one, because one of the men kept dying, although apparently they shouldn't have. I will go and see them one more time. Not sure if they're still there. From what the map showed, the camp was still there since I could see the bed. The thing is, after a while, a couple of days, they do go away. Yeah, so as I was saying in the beginning, one of the best things about this part of the game, this DLC, is that you are actually getting really good armor. As you could see, some of the pieces were by far superior to what I had from the Warhorse armor. But then again, they are both DLCs, And unlike the Warhorse armor, which you can easily get from chests, well, not that easily, since you do need to have a lock-picking skill of 15 in order to get one of the pieces, but still you don't have to fight for it. So let's visit them. I'm not sure if they actually talk to you anymore. Apparently no. And as I said, the stone managed to get killed during that battle. The unfortunate thing is that they do not fight in a really good way, as basically if Kuno was using a sword instead of trying to fight with his fists, and they were pushing as much as they could push against me in the duels and everything, they would probably win it a lot easier and without anyone dying. So maybe the game is just simply trying to teach you a lesson that someone has to die in order for the rest to survive. I was quite confident that this time it won't happen, but the annoying part is they're not dying during that fight, they're dying because of bleeding, and there's not even a possibility for you to actually help them, because if you could help them or give them some bandages or something, that would be useful. So I'll just skip a day to see if they're still over there, because as I said, they do go away at some point. Yeah, so if you do manage to finish this quest without anyone getting killed and in a way that actually, as I said, they were, and especially Stone was a nice guy and I really didn't want him to die. Now if Kuno died, I don't think anyone would be mad about it. Yeah, so no, it's still here, so it will probably be a few days later. Yeah, so anyway, this sums up this episode, which basically covered the entire Band of Bastards DLC, all the quests. I didn't really finish all of them, but you know how to finish it, as I said, and I will say it one more time. Once you do go for where was it? Basically, once you have the choice to go for this one, for What Price Honor, instead of going straight away to finish it, you should finish this one, the Ring of Bacchus. Now all you need to do while fighting after that will be to protect Kuno, and if anyone else dies, you will still finish the quest. You might be feeling sorry for them, but as I said, there's not much you can do if the game is working so much against you. So until the next episode, thank you for watching this one, if you watched during the live stream, or thank you for watching the video after it gets posted on my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.